Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming and today's video is sponsored by Dragonair Silent Gods. Dragonair Silent Gods is an amazing game that I've been in love with for quite a while, and it's a high fantasy RPG game that has lots of awesome mechanics such as, open world exploration. As you can see, I can go around through the map and do stuff myself. There's lots of D&D mechanics in this game as well, with the tabletop, with the strategies, with the dice roll as well that people might be used from Dungeons and Dragons. And yeah, it's definitely an awesome game that you should start playing today. And honestly, the thing that I love the most about this game is the fact that it is really free-to-play friendly from my point of view, and that's what I want to show in this video. But before I jump into the subject, I want to let you know that you can start playing this game today by using the link in the description or in the pinned comment, and you can play it on any platform, okay? You can play it on Android devices, iOS devices, even on Mac, and it's obviously available on PC through their official website. It's in the Epic Game Store, and it's even on Steam. It's also had some amazing statistics that that kind of surprise people, and myself included, in a good way. By that I mean the fact that it already has over 10 million downloads, okay? It has over 10 million downloads ever since the launch on the 19th, and it keeps growing. It keeps growing, and it has some amazing stuff in there. One of the things that I guess we could look at is some of their summoning banners that they do go and rotate through the season. So as an example, we have every 10 days there's a different blessed banner apart from the standard one, which has the mercy that carries over. But in this one, for example, the one that we have right now, it has a pretty awesome thing in the sense of if you summon 25 Helolites, you have a chance to get a legendary. At 35 Helolites, you guarantee the legendary, but after you pull 25, you get an epic box, and then you can choose any epic from here. And there's some awesome ones. Like as an example, Tunnel Nun is the best single target DPS in the game. Especially, pair him with a free wild hero that you're gonna get, Erich, and she's gonna do some crazy numbers in there. So, that's one. Then there's V-Cook. Again, another amazing epic that you can choose, does cleansing, healing, attack penalty on the battle skill, plus an interesting passive. Then who else? Voresh is arguably the best epic in the game. Like, he should actually be a legendary. He's one of the most versatile heroes in the game. So, if you haven't gotten those heroes yet, when you have these types of banners, you can go and choose in there. And at the same time, you can choose 3 of these legendaries that you can put in there for a chance to get them every time. When you hit the legendary, the chance keeps increasing as it shows over here. Is this the best thing in the game? Maybe. And it's mostly from my point of view when it comes to the epic that you can get. But what I want to talk about today is something that, like I mentioned, can basically tells you how free-to-play friendly this game is, and that's because of this this team that I'm going to show you right now. So basically, this team is using the free epic that everybody gets in Horus, and then I'm using 3 rares and a common, the lowest rarity possible in the game. And basically this dungeon, you can see that there's no equipment. I did this on purpose, but basically what this is stage 9. So the highest stage possible you can farm off the Grave of Venom, which is the best dungeon in the game, okay? This one's the best dungeon in the game because it gives you the damage dealer sets, okay? There's 4 sets that you can farm from here, each with their own unique characteristics. I talked about at the beginning about the strategy and all that. There's also, the tabletop, the positioning is really important, which I'm gonna show you at the end. But basically, this is so easy. I mean, it's not necessarily so easy. You're gonna need some certain stats, you're gonna need some certain people, but the fact that I can do this with 1 free epic, 3 rares, which they're extremely easy to obtain, like Exchange everybody gets for free, and a common, it shows you how free-to-play friendly this game is. Like, I already have videos on this team and or like a team like this one and some other ones for every single content in the game that shows you the most free-to-play possible options when it comes to farming dungeons. There's gonna be also a link in the description and pinned comment for my second YouTube channel where I post Dragonair videos daily, so make sure you go check that one out as well, because if you're gonna start playing this game, you're gonna want to watch some of that videos. But This one is just insane. It just shows you, with a little bit of knowledge of the game, you know, knowing about the right positioning, knowing about what heroes you can use and all that, you can beat any area of the game, okay? Any area of the game can be beaten with just rares and epics. You don't even need legendaries. Obviously, if you're gonna have legendaries, you're gonna bring them in the team. But this one's just, you know, it's just amazing. I just love it, and honestly, I still surprised myself sometimes when I see how easy some of these fights are just by using, you know, like I said, rares and epics. And obviously, each of them cover a specific role. You don't have to have specifically these ones, but at the end of the day, the most important thing for the Grave of Venom is to have a pretty sturdy tank. And honestly, I do believe that Horus, the free one that we get as an epic, is the best one for this dungeon, okay? When it comes to all the epics, all the epic tanks, just when it comes to straight up survivability and tankiness, Horus is number one because of, you know, he has good base stats, he has an amazing passive, and he also has an awesome ultimate. Then we do have two healers in here, one of them being Hexandra, and then the other one being the common, like I said, Meredith. You know, you should be easily getting this common after you pull, you know, maybe like 100 Starlight Stone dice, which you get a ton of. And then the last two ones are two rare DPS that basically bring me some damage and also brings me the attack penalty so the boss does not hit as hard. Obviously, if you're gonna have epics that do these jobs, you're gonna bring in the epics. If you're gonna have legendaries, you can bring in legendaries. It's just, I wanted to show you this team specifically because it can do it, like I said, just res, one free epic and a common. Like, you know, what more do you want? What more do you want? The main thing that I do suggest if you're trying to do something like this is to try and have 3 people of the same elemental affinity, at least with your tank, okay? Because every time you have that elemental affinity bonus, you're gonna have extra stats. So for example, in my case, I have Horus, that's fire, and then I have Hexandra and Sigrid, which are poison. So the elemental pairing for this season, for example, is fire plus poison, then you have lightning plus radiance, and then you have frost with necrosis. So in my case, I kept the 3 elemental affinities so that my tank is sturdy enough, and then, you know, he can do his job, survive those hits, and everybody else, you know, does the damage, healing, and just does, you know, there we go, easy clap. That's how easy this is. Is it going to be a fast run? No. Is it going to be reliable? Yes. Okay. Now let me just show you a little bit the builds that I had on them and the positioning. So the most important thing in this game, or one of the most important things in this game, apart from the synergy that I showed you, like for example, like see, I show you here, because I have 3 people of the same element, I gain more attack, defense, HP, accuracy, resist, and all the other stuff. This is thing that you can upgrade through the game. If I had 5 of them, I would get a ton more of these bonuses, but these ones go more towards the end game, so that's why I didn't want to have a 5-element synergy, because I wanted to make it relatable. So that's the first one. Then the second one is positioning, okay? If you're gonna do this fight and you're only gonna have 1 melee unit, which is gonna be the tank in our case, you wanna have them positioned like this, with the DPS people being in this slot where Irina is, and then the other one being where Sigrid is, okay? Because this way they're gonna focus doing damage on the boss, and then your healers should be on the corners like I show over here. And the reason for that is when the boss does her ultimate on this one, wait, where is it? Let me see. On this one, she's only gonna hit the tank because of how you have them positioned. There's no way she can hit, so it hits other people, which means you only need your tank to be really strong. So when it comes to the build, what I focused on Horus is to try and give him around 250 to 300 resistance, and then only HP and defense, okay? So you're gonna see the resistance here, HP defense percent, and then again, survivability stats on these ones. When it comes to the artifact, I only use the rare artifact. I have some legendary ones as well, and epics, but I try to keep it as low as possible. So yeah, I have this banner on him, gives him more HP, more defense, plus again more defense from the what's it called, the extra bonus, okay, from this one over here. I'm also using Horus's Aura, which gives us 24% HP in all battles, which is going to be amazing. Then when it comes to the DPS, it's I basically have, like I said, Sigrid, but I did not give them any runes, okay? Because I might have some extra stats, because I'm already going through the season and I only have legendary gear that's pretty good already. I try to make it relatable by not giving them any positive and negative runes, which means I'm losing a lot of stats, but still, this one should make it relatable. So For Sigrid, I focus to have around 100 and honestly, you need only 220 minus the 50, which I showed you because we get a benefit from here. So we're gonna need, what's that, 170 accuracy, and then crit rate, crit damage, and attack, just so she's gonna be doing damage. I do have her in the Executioner set that gives more damage, defense ignore, plus the artifact, the Crown of the Unclean, which you can get by just getting one dupe epic, and that's it. You're gonna pick this one as is the best in the game. And then you're gonna be, you know, landing that defense penalty, which is gonna help us kill the boss faster. Then the other one is Irina. Irina is in a Platinum Knight set. Again, doesn't matter. You can have Platinum Knight, you can have, what's it called, Wrath of the Trolls, you can have Executioner, any set. Just give her damage, give her enough accuracy, again, because she lands attack penalty on the ultimate. Give her the 220, like, she doesn't even have 220 accuracy, and it's still okay. The reason why I'm saying she needs to have 220 is because she's lightning, so she's not part of this elemental pairing, okay? So that means she's not gonna benefit from these stats. So yeah, you just need her with accuracy, and then again, damage. And then the two healers, honestly, for the two healers, you do not care about stuff like anything, just skill haste, okay? For that reason, I have one set of Wrath of the Trolls, like 2 pieces, and then I have 2 pieces of the Brotherhood Spirit. They don't even have to be leveled, honestly. As long as you have a little bit of HP so that they're not attacked, you're fine. So that's Exandra with some healing. Again, I just threw a random artifact on her, doesn't really matter. And then I have Meredith, same principle, just one set of Wrath of the Trolls and one set of Brotherhood. Like you can see, these ones are not even leveled. And then the healing artifact, a rare one. This one makes it pretty easy. This one makes it pretty easy. And one extra thing that I want to mention is I do have like a team preset in here, and I do have timings for the skills because I want my attack penalties on the ultimates to alternate, okay? I do have Sigrid that does it, that lands it for 10 seconds. And then I have Irina that does it, that again lands it for 10 seconds. They're on a 20-second complete recharge. So that means Sigrid does it first at the right time, 12 when it's the first time. But then I delayed Irina to be 10 seconds later, which means as long as they don't, you know, get resisted, I should have attack penalty on the boss every, you know, all the time, because they're on a 10-second, as you can see. And then basically they keep alternating. So that's what makes this one to be pretty easy. So I guess this is gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gives you an idea of how free-to-play friendly this game is, because like I said, guys, it's pretty awesome. You definitely want to start playing it. I've been in love with this game for quite a while. I hope more of you start joining, you know. If you want to start playing, definitely use the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Like I said, you can play it on any device, Android, iOS, even Mac, and on PC through Epic Games Store, their official website, and Steam. So yeah. What are you waiting for? Start playing Dragonair today, and yeah, I guess we're gonna leave it at this today. Thank you, Dragonair Silent Gods, for sponsoring this video again, and for you watching this video, thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see me upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.